Look around carefully. Life does not reward good intentions simply because they are good. Loyal people are betrayed. Honest people are overlooked. Kind people are sometimes used by those who mistake patience for weakness. And while many spend their lives asking why the world is unfair, others are quietly studying how the world actually works. Every room has hidden motives. Every relationship has unseen expectations. Every conversation reveals more than words. The colleague who praises you may still compete with you. The friend who celebrates your progress may secretly compare it with their own. The person who asks about your plans may not always be asking because they want to help. This does not mean you should become suspicious of everyone. It means you should become observant. Niccolò Machiavelli understood this centuries ago. He watched rulers gain power, lose power, preserve loyalty, misjudge human nature, and destroy themselves through pride, emotion, and carelessness. He understood that power is rarely loud at the beginning. It grows quietly. It studies. It waits. It learns when to speak, when to disappear, when to act, and when to allow others to reveal themselves. But Machiavellian intelligence without discipline becomes manipulation, and Stoic discipline without awareness can become naivety. So the strongest path combines both. The strategic mind of Machiavelli, the emotional control of Stoicism, the inner citadel that no insult can invade, the willingness to accept fate without surrendering responsibility, amor fati, the discipline to remember that time is limited, memento mori, and the wisdom to turn every obstacle into training. Today, you will learn 21 laws of power for the modern world. Not laws for controlling others, laws for becoming harder to deceive, harder to provoke, harder to weaken, and impossible to control through fear, approval, or emotion. By the end, you will not look at power the same way, and more importantly, you will not carry yourself the same way. Rule 1. Never reveal everything. The moment people know everything about you, they gain a map. They know what excites you, what frightens you, what you are building, where you are vulnerable, and how predictable you are. Many people overshare because they want connection. They explain every dream, announce every plan, and reveal every emotion before trust has been earned. But wisdom requires selectivity. You do not need to become secretive about everything. You simply need to understand that privacy is protection. Your future should not be placed in the hands of every curious person. Your wounds should not be explained to people who may later use them against you. Your next move does not need public approval. Machiavellian strategy teaches that information creates leverage. Stoic discipline teaches that you are not required to explain yourself to everyone. Speak honestly, but reveal wisely. Let people know your character without possessing your entire blueprint. Mystery is not deception. Sometimes it is simply self-respect. Rule 2. Control your emotions before they control your future. The easiest person to manipulate is the person who reacts immediately. Anger narrows judgment. Fear exaggerates danger. Desperation makes bad offers look attractive. And wounded pride turns small conflicts into unnecessary wars. The world is full of emotional traps. Someone interrupts you to test your confidence. Someone insults you to provoke a reaction. Someone withdraws attention to see whether you will chase. If your emotions make every decision, then other people only need to discover which emotion controls you. This is why the Stoics built an inner citadel, a private fortress of judgment. The insult may enter your ears. It does not have to enter your identity. The setback may affect your plans. It does not have to govern your spirit. Pause before reacting. Observe before answering. Ask yourself, what response serves my future? Not my anger, not my ego, my future. The calm person is not emotionless. The calm person has learned not to hand the steering wheel to emotion. Rule 3. Become valuable, not merely liked. Approval is unstable. People can like you today and forget you tomorrow. But value creates weight. Become useful, become skilled, become reliable, become the person who understands what others ignore. Do not make people dependent in order to control them. Make yourself difficult to replace because your contribution is genuine. At work, become the person who solves problems. In business, become the person who creates results. In friendship, become the person whose presence brings wisdom, loyalty, and clarity. Power does not come only from being admired. It comes from becoming meaningful. The stronger your competence, the less you need to beg for recognition. Your reputation begins to speak before you enter the room. And remember this, value built through discipline lasts longer than attention gained through performance. Do not chase importance, build substance. Rule 4. Learn to wear the right face without losing your true one. Life requires adaptation. You do not speak to a grieving friend the way you speak in a negotiation. You do not reveal vulnerability in every environment. You do not approach every conflict with the same energy. Machiavelli understood that social intelligence requires awareness of context, but there is a difference between adaptability and dishonesty. A mask should protect your purpose. It should not destroy your identity. Sometimes strength looks like patience. Sometimes confidence looks like silence. Sometimes ambition must remain hidden until it is mature enough to survive attention. You do not need to display everything you possess. A sword is not weak because it remains in its sheath. The disciplined person understands timing. Do not reveal strength just to impress. Do not reveal pain to people who have not earned your trust. Do not reveal plans simply because silence feels uncomfortable. Adapt to the room, but never become so skilled at wearing masks that you forget your own face. Rule 5. Move before fear becomes a prison. Hesitation has a cost. Some opportunities disappear because people wait for perfect certainty. They analyze until the moment passes. They prepare forever. They confuse fear with wisdom. Strategic action does not mean recklessness. It means recognizing when delay has become avoidance. If a door opens, evaluate it. If a threat appears, address it. If a conversation must happen, stop postponing it. The obstacle often becomes larger in the imagination than it is in reality. The Stoic approach is simple. Act on what is within your control. Accept what is not. The obstacle becomes the way when you use resistance as training. Fear says, wait until you feel ready. Discipline says, begin, and readiness will grow through action. Power belongs to those who can move with uncertainty without becoming paralyzed by it. Rule 6. Guard your reputation with discipline. Your reputation is the story people tell when you are not in the room. It affects trust, opportunity, influence, and how seriously others take your words. You cannot control every rumor. You cannot correct every misunderstanding, but you can control your consistency. Avoid unnecessary public conflict. Do not argue with people committed to reducing you. Do not damage your name for the temporary satisfaction of winning a small battle. Let your conduct repeat the same message. Reliable, measured, prepared, difficult to provoke. Your reputation should not be built on pretending to be perfect. It should be built on patterns strong enough to survive criticism. Machiavelli understood that leaders who are despised lose authority. The same principle exists in ordinary life. Respect is not demanded successfully through words alone. It is accumulated through behavior. Protect your name, because opportunities often arrive through doors your reputation reached before you did. Rule 7. Keep your plans quiet until they become real. Many plans die from premature exposure. You share the idea. People question it. Someone discourages you. Another person copies it. Then the excitement you felt becomes pressure. Not every dream needs an audience. Some goals grow better in silence. Build first, speak later. Let your preparation become stronger than public opinion. The person who announces every move often receives the emotional reward before completing the work. The person who works quietly receives something better: results. Your plans are not weak because they are private. Seeds grow underground before they become visible. Protect the process. You do not need to lie when people ask what you are doing. You simply do not owe everyone the full map. Let the result become the announcement. Rule 8. Use absence to restore value. Constant availability can make your presence invisible. When you are always accessible, always responding, always explaining, people may begin to treat your attention as endless. But your time is part of your life. And memento mori reminds you that life is limited. Every hour given to one thing is an hour removed from another. Use absence wisely. Step back from conversations that drain you. Create space from people who only recognize your value when they need something. Withdraw from environments where your presence is repeatedly taken for granted. Absence is not punishment. It is perspective. It reveals who values you and who merely consumes your availability. And it gives you the quiet required to hear your own thoughts again. Do not disappear to create anxiety. Step back to protect clarity. Your presence becomes meaningful when it is guided by purpose rather than fear of being forgotten. Rule 9. Turn opposition into education. Enemies are not always valuable, but opposition can be. Criticism may reveal a weakness you ignored. Resistance may force you to improve your strategy. Jealousy may expose the importance of privacy. Every obstacle contains information. The Stoic does not ask only, "Why is this happening to me?" The Stoic asks, "How can this train me?" That is the discipline of amor fati, not merely tolerating what happens, using it. If people doubt you, let doubt sharpen your preparation. If someone blocks one path, learn to build another. If betrayal reveals poor judgment, improve your standards. Do not waste your life emotionally fighting every enemy. Extract the lesson, leave the poison. The strongest revenge is not destruction. It is growth so complete that the obstacle becomes part of the foundation. Rule 10. Value loyalty, but never build your life on blind trust. Loyalty should be honored, but trust should be informed by patterns. People change, circumstances change, interests change. This does not mean expecting betrayal from everyone. It means avoiding dependence on promises alone. Appreciate loyal people. Reward consistency. Protect those who have protected you, but maintain judgment. Do not give one person total control over your future. Do not build your stability on someone else's mood. Keep your skills, your options, your independence. Healthy trust does not require helplessness. Machiavellian awareness observes human nature. Stoic wisdom accepts uncertainty. Together they teach, love people, trust carefully, and never abandon responsibility for your own life. Rule 11. Do not make yourself cheap through constant approval. People often lose authority because they become addicted to being liked. They agree with everything. They avoid necessary disagreement. They change their standards depending on who is watching. But respect rarely grows around someone who has no position. You do not need to make people compete for your approval. You need to stop giving approval without discernment. Praise what deserves praise. Reward effort. Recognize loyalty. But do not create false validation merely to remain popular. Your attention should have meaning. Your trust should have standards. Your approval should be honest. When people know that your words are not automatic, your recognition becomes valuable. Do not manipulate people through insecurity. Lead through clarity. Authority built on emotional games eventually collapses. Authority built on character becomes stable. Rule 12. Let silence work for you. Words reveal. Silence observes. Many people speak because stillness makes them uncomfortable. They explain too much, defend too quickly, answer questions that were never asked honestly. But silence creates space. In an argument, it prevents emotion from choosing your words. In negotiation, it allows the other person to reveal more. In conflict, it separates truth from impulse. Silence is not always the answer, but it is often the place where the answer becomes clear. Do not rush to fill every gap. Let people finish. Watch what they avoid. Notice what changes when you stop explaining yourself. A disciplined silence has weight, not because it frightens people, because it shows that you are not controlled by discomfort. Speak when your words improve the situation. Remain quiet when speech would only feed noise. Rule 13. Address small problems before they become large ones. Neglected problems grow. A boundary ignored today becomes a pattern tomorrow. A small financial mistake becomes a crisis. A minor habit becomes a prison. An unresolved conflict becomes resentment. Machiavellian thinking values early awareness. Stoic discipline values immediate responsibility. Do not crush threats. Correct problems. Create boundaries. Remove harmful influences. Respond before damage becomes permanent. If someone repeatedly undermines you, address the behavior. If a habit weakens your life, confront it. If your environment rewards your worst impulses, change the environment. Mercy does not require carelessness. Compassion does not require self-neglect. You can be humane and decisive at the same time. The earlier you face the problem, the less force the solution usually requires. Rule 14. Do not fight battles that cannot build your future. Not every insult deserves a reply. Not every criticism deserves a defense. Not every disagreement deserves your energy. Some people invite you into conflict because conflict is the only place they feel powerful. If you accept every invitation, your purpose becomes scattered. Before responding, ask, what does victory here actually give me? Growth, clarity, protection, or only temporary satisfaction? The ego loves small victories. Purpose prefers meaningful progress. Protect your attention. It is one of your greatest resources. The person building something important cannot afford to fight everyone who misunderstands them. Sometimes walking away is not weakness. It is strategic refusal. Let small people compete for noise. You are responsible for something greater. Rule 15. Carry strength without pretending you never hurt. Perception matters, but false invulnerability is dangerous. You do not need to display every wound publicly. You also do not need to deny pain. Real strength is not pretending nothing affects you. It is refusing to let pain become your permanent identity. Stand with dignity. Speak calmly. Move with intention. Then heal honestly in private. Ask for help when wisdom requires it. Rest when exhaustion begins to distort judgment. The inner citadel is not a place where emotions are imprisoned. It is where emotions are understood and governed. Public composure protects your position. Private honesty protects your humanity. You need both. Rule 16. Build quietly. The strongest foundations are often invisible. Skills, discipline, savings, relationships, knowledge, health. These are forms of power that do not need applause. While others perform progress, build capacity. Study when nobody is watching. Train without announcement. Create connections without boasting. Develop patience. The quiet rise is difficult to stop because it is not dependent on attention. By the time people notice, the foundation already exists. This is why discipline is more important than appearance. Attention fades, competence remains. Build the kind of strength that still exists when nobody is clapping. Rule 17. Let consequences protect your boundaries. Fear is unstable. Respect is stronger. Do not try to keep people in line through intimidation. Let your boundaries have consequences. If someone repeatedly disrespects you, reduce access. If someone breaks trust, adjust the level of trust. If someone ignores your standard, change your response. Do not threaten, act. People learn more from consistent consequences than emotional speeches. Your calmness should not mean unlimited tolerance. Your kindness should not become permission. The goal is not to make people afraid of you. The goal is to make them understand that your dignity is protected. Rule 18. Control information without becoming dishonest. Information is influence, but manipulation destroys trust. Do not overshare. Do not reveal private matters carelessly. Do not give unfinished ideas to people who have not earned access. Yet do not build your power on lies. Truth used wisely is stronger than deception used constantly. Be selective, be accurate, be intentional. Let information serve clarity rather than chaos. The person who controls their own words controls much of their own exposure. Think before speaking. Ask, is it true? Is it necessary? Is this person trustworthy? Does revealing this serve a purpose? That discipline alone can prevent many future problems. Rule 19. Remove what makes you small. Weakness is not the same as vulnerability. Everyone has vulnerability. Weakness becomes dangerous when it is protected instead of corrected. Look at your life. Which habits reduce your discipline? Which relationships reward your worst behavior? Which excuses have become comfortable? You do not need cruelty, you need honesty. Cut the habit, limit the distraction, leave the environment, end the pattern. The hardest enemy is often not outside you. It is the version of you that knows what must change and keeps postponing it. Memento mori, your time is not endless. Become loyal to the person you are capable of becoming. Rule 20. Never become too predictable. Predictability allows people to anticipate every response. If they know anger controls you, they provoke you. If they know praise controls you, they flatter you. If they know loneliness controls you, they withdraw. Freedom begins when your values, not your impulses, determine your behavior. Be consistent in character, flexible in strategy. Do not change randomly. Adapt intelligently. Sometimes speak, sometimes observe, sometimes negotiate, sometimes leave. The person who only knows one response becomes easy to manage. The person who can choose wisely remains free. Rule 21. Build a legacy, not an image. Attention is temporary. Legacy is consequence. Many people spend their lives trying to appear important, but appearance disappears quickly. Ask yourself, what remains after the applause ends? What have you built? Who became stronger because you existed? What principle did your life represent? Memento mori is not meant to frighten you, it is meant to clarify you. You will not be here forever, so stop wasting your life performing for people who will eventually forget the performance. Build something real. Character, knowledge, family, service, work, influence, wisdom. True power is not how loudly your name is spoken, it is how deeply your actions continue after you leave the room. Now you understand the deeper game. Power is not aggression, it is self-command. It is not controlling everyone around you, it is refusing to be controlled by fear, anger, attention, approval, or uncertainty. It is guarding your plans, building your competence, protecting your reputation, choosing your battles, turning obstacles into training, accepting fate without surrendering responsibility. Amor fati, remembering that your time is limited, memento mori, and returning, again and again, to the inner citadel, the place within you where judgment remains yours. You cannot control every betrayal, you cannot prevent every insult. You cannot remove every obstacle, but you can decide what these experiences create within you. They can make you bitter or wiser, reactive or disciplined, fearful or prepared. The choice is repeated every day. Power is not taken in one dramatic moment. It is built through small acts of self-command. Every time you remain calm under pressure, every time you refuse to overshare, every time you walk away from a meaningless battle, every time you protect your future instead of feeding your ego, every time you choose discipline over impulse, you add another stone to the fortress within. That is the real throne. Not control over others, control over yourself. If this message gave you a new understanding of strategy, discipline, and inner strength, subscribe to Machiavellian Stoics. And in the comments, do not simply write that you agree, write the specific laws you are going to practice. Will you protect your plans, master your emotions, choose your battles, build in silence, or strengthen your inner citadel? Choose your laws, live them, and remember, the most difficult person to defeat is not the loudest person in the room. It is the person who understands human nature but has mastered their own.